Previously on Survivor Calgary. After 2 stressful tribal councils and a total of 5 idols played, Boss was sent back to tribal council. On the winning Latrans tribe, things were good. 6 members of the tribe discussed sticking together at a possible merge.
I think it's the 6 of us minus Katie. I think it's just that needs to be moved out.
It's so solid if we can stick with that.
With Katie as the sole member of the tribe being left out. Katie, Connell, and the Boss tribe's Keegan were discussed as the most significant threats going into the merge.
Keegan and Connell have targets on the back because of attorneys. I think we're all good with keeping them for now.
Of course, yeah.
I'd like to keep Connell as long as
Having
possible,
Connell
but
there is really helpful because he's such a big personality.
Bomi, the game's first boot, won his way back into the game with an overwhelming number of cups, eking out some savvy strategy by Conrad in the game's Edge Return Challenge by a single move. On the Boss tribe, Malone pitched the 3 remaining brains on voting out Sydney due to her connection to the Braun tribe.
Yeah, I know. I am too.
I would feel like an idiot if we
we're making the bets and the Browns are going to go at each other,
Yeah, well,
which I think they will.
While Sydney assured them of her desire to play with the brains and pointed out Malone's underhandedness.
yeah.
Ultimately, Sydney won out, and Malone's shot in the dark was unsuccessful. 12 remain. Who will be voted out next?
You think that if we merged right now, would ideally be you kind of join the, like, a pact of the current team and last it out? Do you have any ties to the other team? This is also like an interview a little bit, yeah, but...
Yeah, we have player interviewing player.
Mm.
Plot twist.
Ah.
As far as if we were to merge now, I while we had early game with brains, and I like them. I have no idea where their head's at. I have a way better idea of where we're at here.
It is the night after Bomi has gotten back in, and just generally people are pretty relaxed and just having dinner. But it's becoming increasingly clear that the paths that I have towards an end game are getting very narrow. Keeping Sydney in was probably a mistake. I've seen her go to Braun people about 6 times tonight. Bomi's back in, who wants revenge. I'm probably going to be person number 1 because I was the one who told him that he was safe. I don't think any of the Braun want me around because I'm the representative of the Brain tribe. So it's looking like I've made merge, but I might not actually beat my placement from last season, which kind of sucks. Can't just sit down and die. So I need to figure out what moves I can make tonight that will actually put me in somewhat of a better spot to live at least through the next few tribals and maybe further. Maybe Connell is that person. People keep going to Connell, people keep going to Eric. Those 2 people, maybe I can talk to and be like, hey, the longer I'm around, the longer you're around, because they want to get me before they'll want to get you. Maybe that'll work. Maybe I can find something there. Game's not over though. I'll have to figure something out.
This is a bedtime confessional. We had a great day. I felt pretty threatened in the very first and only tribal council I've been to, where we as a group made the decision to vote Bomi off. I straight up told him that I thought I was on the same page with him, which was a lie. And he just got back into the game, which I'm actually really excited about. But I know it's put a target on me and it's created some bad blood there. Still having lots of fun. Good night.
It was not a great night. It was not type 1 fun last night. Yeah, I had a lot of lows. Little meltdown about the lows. And then I had to pee because I drank so many juice boxes twice. Yeah, so, you know, we're just gonna see what happens today. The expectations aren't high.
I'm anticipating a merge, but I know better to get ahead of myself. Yesterday went about, as well as it could have in terms of not having to draw lines in the sand, which is great. But that's going to change today, and I'm trying to figure out how to maneuver it. I could basically do the classic, like, original tribe strong. If we do that, it's probably the easiest way, but we're going to need some help. I think Craig and Kayla are with us, I think, but Keegan and Kristen and Katie are all very good, and they could drag those two in. Shervin and Chelsea are my main people, and I'm gonna kind of reinforce that. Sid and Connell, I think, are great allies. I've come a long way with Connell. My early confessionals are probably all over the road with him. It's never been a personal thing. I just think he's Connell, and I've come to love him, but I'll see how far it goes with him. I might have to draw a line eventually, but if I don't have to, then I guess we'll see.
Morgan, I think, yes. I think I have some edge players as well as some of my team here. There's tree mail this morning.
Tree mail?
Tree mail. I will deliver the news to everyone. With respect to our dearly departed, we at last all come together. Hold a water-filled bucket above your head and prepare it for inclement weather.
Oh,
yeah. So this is going to be a real nice endurance test.
I am walking over to presumably the merge announcement, and it just came to me that the Bouse tribe, the cow tribe, are cattle being led to the slaughter. Good morning. It's a good day for Survivor.
Good morning, everybody. Day 2. Yes. Congratulations to each and every one of you. This is a milestone that many players miss, being at this moment on this day. One of those players might have been this man here, but instead, last night he won his way back from the edge to join all of you right now. Bomi, go ahead and join everyone. But that's not all. I need all of you to drop your buffs. Congratulations. You have made it to the merge. Where once you were divided into 2 tribes, now you are one. You are no longer vying for tribal immunity, you are vying for individual immunity. There's no better way to test to see how things are going to shape up for the rest of the day than with a challenge. Our first challenge today is actually going to be happening down by the river. All of you can come with me down there, and once we get to the bottom, I will explain what we are going to be doing.
I hate you all.
Come on, it's only 9 in the morning.
9 in the fucking morning. I have water, I have coffee, and I have this. It's just like, it's awful. The whole thing's awful.
Welcome, everybody. Every single one of you is going to take one of those buckets, and you are going to hold it over your head, like so. One of the members of the edge. And then they are going to put a solo cup of water into someone of their choice's bucket. And the last person standing, holding their bucket above their head with their arms straight, wins immunity. The rest of you will be coming to tribal council with that person and watch them sit comfortably, knowing that they are safe from the vote.
Can you straighten your arms in that shirt?
I can't straighten my arms, period. I have very tight left. So.
Okay. As straight as you can get them.
All right, Kayla, pick someone from the end.
Haley.
Haley, where do you want this to go?
Connell.
Connell? Can you reach big guy?
Willow.
Chelsea.
Conrad. Chelsea.
Chelsea again? Wow. Got it out for you.
I can see that. Yeah.
Malone. Eric.
Greg. Also Chelsea.
Wow.
Why did you do these people? Look at Willow. You said my name twice?
Wow.
Now it's 3 times.
Conrad.
Chelsea again.
Chelsea, I don't know what you did wrong, but they want you gone.
Like, there's some people without even water in their buckets yet.
Conrad, don't screw me, please.
Oh, man. Connell, why you gotta say that? Now I have to. I want you to.
Haley.
I picked you first, man.
There's no good answer.
Taylor.
Willow.
Chelsea.
Homie's out.
Mommy, you can just dump your bucket. You're good. But you're not winning individual immunity.
Hello. Tough one. I'm gonna have to deal with Connell.
Lord almighty.
Oh, this is so fun. I love it. Every second of it.
Cup after cup after cup.
Whoa.
Connell. Look at the technique of this guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Kayla again.
Malone.
Sydney. Like water?
Malone, I like how he's splitting it up. Don't put it all in one person.
Sydney.
Oh, never mind.
She's allyship. Is it?
Didn't even need to move that time. Connell's out.
Connell is out. Taylor is out.
No.
Chelsea is out.
Steen.
Keegan.
Wow.
We're gonna be friends on the edge when I make it there, but still.
I no longer.
Conrad.
Eric.
Conrad coming out.
Alright, drop the bucket. Above my head.
You
This
did
thing
great.
is gonna drop on my fucking head.
is out.
This thing is going on my head. Eric! Cup after cup, still standing strong. One more cup for Eric. Shoulders still holding strong. Give it a shake. Eric again. Holy.
Come at me, bro. I'm right here.
Strong. Half a bucket full for Eric.
You got it.
Holding
Be
strong.
Strong.
You got this, Eric. Excited to get some water.
Thank you.
All right.
Conrad.
Eric.
Stop. Sorry.
It's technically not her fault. There's one layer of separation.
Can you be nice, Conrad?
Take Greg. I can. Take Greg. I can. It's gonna be nice. Take Greg. I can be nice. Point to Craig.
Craig, I'm gonna pick you.
Holding strong over here. Not a lot of water in the bucket. I think only one cup. Now two.
Conrad.
Wow. You didn't ask me to be nice. Eric with the fullest bucket out of anyone still left.
Kristen. Willow.
Craig. Only the second cup. Kristen is out. Kristen, drops the bucket. Got it. Justine.
Sydney. Sorry. What? What the heck?
Eric, another cup for you, sir. The dad's strength. Will it hold out? Eric, you literally have like 8 times more water than everyone. Yeah. One more cup again. Eric is beginning to shake, but still holding strong. Katie getting targeted. Come on, Eric.
Thank you.
You get 3 more people. 4 left.
Conrad.
Justine.
Conrad.
I'm sorry. Craig? All right, Craig, keep those arms straight.
You got it, Craig.
Malone.
Katie. All right.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I really like your style with your wearing hat.
Thank you. I do too.
It's Kayla twice, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Let's do Katie. Sorry, man. Eric's not here. I don't have a default.
Craig. Haley.
Wow.
Yeah, I know about that.
I'm sorry, Katie.
Jordan. Get it.
Honestly, Katie, it's what you get for not picking the only person here that was on your original thread.
Justine.
Kayla.
Kayla's got great form, standing strong over here.
Pretty. Yeah. Kayla.
Willow. Ooh. I'm gonna have to go with Kayla on that one.
She's the strongest one.
Craig. Malone.
Katie.
Haley.
Katie is out.
Good job, Katie.
You can go for a long time, can't you?
Kayla, I'm gonna find out. Now I'm just gonna go back.
Craig, gives up. Kayla wins. Hard-fought battle from all of you. Well done.
Well, that was my first challenge on the wrong side, on the edge side. It was interesting. It's more fun than I thought. Strategy-wise, I was doing everything I could to keep Trivia Daddy and Kayla in the game, because they're my 2 closest allies. Not so much that I'm angling for a return, but more so that I don't like the bronze. I want them to suffer. I think they've had it too easy. And I don't like the brains. I want them to suffer. So it's pretty much just my remaining Bellinis.
All right, so the objective of this game is simple. We're going to be going in, I'm going to say reverse order of boot, and you're going to each have 1 minute to douse the torch from the furthest distance. If you do not douse the torch, you're ineligible to receive cups. And it's obviously, there's some strategy to it, because if you are unable to douse the torch within that 1 minute, you don't have the opportunity to win. There is an additional advantage that the winner will get to send back to a player of their choice in the game. We got 20 seconds. Oh.
Go out! It's so close, you bitch. The drama.
All right, 5, 4, 3.
That's
Oh!
Oh shit.
Oh, nice. All right.
I have no water.
Well, that's Malone's distance here.
Here. Miss from Conrad. Oh, and Haley from this spot here. 5 seconds here. Okay, and a safety one from Conrad. On your mark, get set, douse. Oh my God, an instant from Greg. Please mark your territory. Oh, wow, that was 2 quick shots.
Beautifully done.
Well done.
Oh, can we relight it in a minute?
Well, if you want to run and try to relight it,
Well, who has the lighter?
it's Greg.
Greg, give me a lighter.
35 seconds to try to get a new target. Relight it. You're going to try to relight the wet one.
Doing our best here.
Okay, we got 28 seconds.
All right, Neil, we're trying.
We got 18
Can't get a new
incredible
team.
sections. Yeah, if you want to run.
You're not gonna make it, Justine.
You got 10 seconds.
Why are y'all so negative? Sorry, Justine, you can do it. You're doing
8,
great, sweetie.
7, 6,
I did not put on the
5,
spice
4, 3, 2. Oh no! 1.
You already had a further
We only
one.
let it closer.
But why not do it twice? Need a measuring tape?
You
Or a
can.
string?
I
Or a
stick.
stick?
We have a standard size stick.
So 1 stick?
One stick. We'll go from the knot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's Greg, then Malone, then Justine. Okay. Well played, everybody.
I've been giving the double shot immunity item. Cuts the person who's getting voted out from 1 out of 6 to 1 out of 2. I'm going to pass off to Chelsea because I think if I do happen to get back in, she may work with me again. And Braun is still strong over there, even though they voted me out first. I think there's a chance because after the fact they knew I was telling the truth, they might trust me this time.
You held out well. Oh my.
Yeah, but I think I should have assessed the people playing a little bit more. I should have dipped out sooner.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just to save myself, too.
I came in third, which was a bad strategic move for me. It put a bit of a target on me, didn't give me immunity, and I'm really, really bloody tired. So I, feel like that was a bad strategic move, but I'm, again, not going to be the best social player. And I think a little bit more awareness moving forward will be really good.
What are you planning on staying with the Braves? Particularly?
Yeah. Oh, right here.
You guys, I just haven't been a part of your team. Like, you guys have a strategy that I just don't, I'm not a part of.
Like,
It's hard.
the traps are dead.
So, I mean, do you feel like that?
It was a whole day.
I mean, you have to do the
An entire day.
But like,
I just have to keep thinking like what's going to help my long-term game. I seem to be laying low and doing exactly what I've been trying to do. There's no point trying in that first comp, so as soon as I felt pain, I was out of there.
Who would you want to get out? Like if you had the voting power of this group, who would you want to talk? Sure. Yeah, let's go.
I don't trust him. So all the brains are still together. Don't trust Taylor. Any of the brains to be taken out is good, including Katie.
Yeah. So what are you going to include for?
I think he was the head of the snake. I think it goes Keegan, then
Okay.
Well, I'm a little bit surprised that you called me over here to
Yeah,
chat as
well, so I was just thinking about it last night. Like, there's been a lot of grapevines of Keaton just kind of saying things about me, and like I think he pinned Haley's vote on me also,
Okay.
which is pretty fucked up because I definitely didn't want her to go. So I think he's sneaking around a little more than some of us are expecting.
yeah.
Well,
Sneaking around more?
Yeah.
Okay.
well, not gonna lie, like I think most of the, if not all of the tribe that we have You're a little bit of a wild card because I'm not too sure if you're going to go back to Brain or not. But like, we do have the voting power.
I don't feel very powerful.
No. So tribal last night, or
we have
tribals yesterday.
So we have 4 people. We're all saying they want to work together.
Yes.
But all of them are seeing the numbers.
Yes.
And all are like, oh shit, okay, we might need to like abandon ship.
Right.
I'm a free agent right now. Like, I would love to come to your guys' side. I'm not like.
I think Keegan was the only person I would have gone back to Brains for.
Same.
But I have no idea what went on there.
He's being very unpredictable.
And he's being very unpredictable.
I'm getting a little shaky. I just don't like unpredictable people. It's so unpredictable.
You just called me a wild card, Connell.
It's because I fucking hate you.
I hate you too.
Go on.
Go.
Pull me up.
For me personally, I feel like the longer I'm in the game, the better it is for you. Because
you got the target a little bit?
I got the target a little. Like me, you, Connell, and I think Katie are like the biggest targets right now.
Yeah.
Chelsea seems to be after that challenge. I don't know why.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, maybe I should have dropped the bucket a little bit earlier. I wanted to win it.
Yeah, I don't think that would have like, affected threat level.
Yeah.
From what I'm hearing, it's that like you're a pretty central person on the.
Interesting, because I've kind of found it to be collaborative. But if that's the view, then I need to.
Now this could just be an outsider's perspective.
No, and I mean, I could see it. Like I've been kind of, I'm good with most people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be collaborative. I think I'm leading the discussion a little bit, and I don't think I'm calling the shots, but I think I'm leading it, and I think Brains. Keegan knows I know Survivor not as well as he does, but he knows I know it. So Keegan is for sure planting those seeds. Maybe not for this round, but for maybe future rounds. The belligerents that are on our tribe were just so thankful that they didn't have to go to tribal, and Katie was too. So it was good. Yeah, I mean, like I came into this game wanting to work with big targets.
Dude, I tried to keep Malone in the game so hard.
I know.
He's like, who's your number one in Brains? I was like in front of like Kristen and stuff. I was like, what? He's like, mine was Katie.
To get out?
No, like your number, like you two are like this. He said. He told me that you two are like tight.
Okay.
So like, I don't know.
And I think
he's
that
just
would
like throwing so many random things at me yesterday. I was like, dude, what? Like.
Okay, so we have to have kind of a contingency as well, because he has to know that he's our target.
Connell is an ally of utility right now for me.
I think that's a similar boat for me. I want to keep Connell in the game because I think he would want to keep me in the game for the same reason.
And he trusts me, at least like it appears. He's very excited to have made it this far, so I think he's really trying to figure it out. He'd be a guy that I'd be willing to work with, or even cut. Is there anyone on your side you'd be willing to kind of go against, like a Taylor maybe, or
who's like Keegan's number 2?
His number 2 is for sure Kristen.
Yeah, okay, so then we could line up Keegan, Kristen, and like if there's someone else that you
if
can
we
think,
can get out Keegan, Kristen's gonna be on
yeah.
Kristen's gonna be screwed.
Don't really know you, but you're someone I would like to work with in this game, so I know that like we're on opposite sides here and things are gonna be interesting. But
Yeah.
I just kind of wanted to have that conversation and like say that like I actually really like Sydney. I think so, and I think she likes me. So I think like hopefully if we
Because you guys were on the last tribe together.
and I actually like I was the one that wanted to keep her over the over Malone on the last tribe.
okay.
I told the boys that I wanted to keep her for a lot of reasons, but just wanted like. I don't know. I know she has obviously other allegiances and all of that, but I just like her. I felt good with her.
Know which tribe to walk over to, which kind of explains my current predicament. Yeah, I can't tell if just nobody knows I exist or if I'm a target. I like have no idea. But yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm trying not to play both sides, but like now I'm on both sides because I thought Braun was gonna forget about me and like toss me to the side, but they're like, no, you're one of our core 5. Like, you're like, we're in it with you. I'm like, oh shit, because I told Bray and I was like, I don't even know who Braun is anymore, which is not true. I think it's like individuals more than like teams now, which I think is the smart way to play the merge. I think there's like parts of allyships to take from both sides that I think can work together to get like really good people out.
So yeah, I know that we might be on opposite sides of this vote or whatever. I don't know. I'm not saying like give me your name, but I'm like let's just like be, if you're down for it, be on the same page where like try to like do what we can to work together if we can, because this game is going to get more fluid as things Oh, for sure it is. Yeah. Okay. Have you guys probably have a set idea like who you're voting for? No, like I haven't really talked to the brain people yet, and like honestly, like obviously me and Keegan and Taylor were together on the last tribe. I've never really talked game with Katie, so I'm like, I don't even know how to go back into that because we never really did. So are you thinking of voting her? I mean, I guess I would, but I don't know what people are doing, so I don't know. I'm down with anyone who's not me right now, basically. So
True. But like I just don't want Keegan to like bust out an idol.
She has not made connections with other people. She's only been stuck with Keegan.
Yeah, they're always together.
They're always together.
She sometimes
Mind you, we could opt to like keep Kristen around, keep her stressed, and then it's like
I think she's fine.
She's panicking, but then
I think it's
we
a
could
good
probably
thing.
like manipulate her a little bit into just being another voting power. Yeah. Maybe. Or just the next scapegoat.
These are
that too,
yeah.
Would you turn on Katie?
I haven't talked to her in so long.
I don't know. Yeah, like I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, well,
like Katie was in a position where if we had lost that last tribal, I was thinking of trying to like hit and pass the idol over to her.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't think I was actually going to do it in the end, but it was something I was considering.
Yeah, well, of course, because it was an ally. Like I was thinking numbers. Who do you guys want out more, Keegan or Kristen? Keegan? Okay, you two vote for Keegan.
I think it's the best strategic move.
Yeah. You two vote for Keegan, and then we'll probably send a majority of votes to Keegan, like 5, and then we'll send like 3 if we can, maybe 4, to Kristen.
6, or even if we threw in like Taylor into the mix too, so you had someone from your other tribe, so it's not so loaded.
Well, it was Kristen, Katie, and me, so that's already 3 brains.
Yeah, so essentially we basically have you guys instead of
like
the belligerents.
That's us 4 on Bouse.
Instead of the belligerents and Bomi. So you're basically trading those 3 basically.
Very up for that, and I think that keeps a lot of threats in the game because every single person on Bouse is going to be like strategically like very wary, because every single person on the jury basically is now.
Oh, totally. No, I know. That actually is not. Yeah, that is. It's given me something to think about. Because, and I mean, like, not that I'm necessarily in any position of power.
Yeah.
I like to think there's numbers, but anything changes. Okay. Well,
I will let you know if a target gets on you, and I'll try to move it away.
I'll talk to Chelsea as well, and I'll do the same with you.
Let's stress at the moment. I'll worry about it later.
Okay. So, do you want us?
If you guys vote for Keegan.
Okay, we're gonna tell Keegan.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say. Enter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
oh yeah. Hello. How are you thinking?
Personally, my view is like I think all 4 of us are like near top of the like threat tier.
Yeah, it's scary. Yeah,
and
that's why we're over here.
That's why I would like to keep those people working together so that we're not cutting each other off, and then it's like 3 people who just like sort of floated together.
Well, we were just talking about like just taking out some other players.
I'm floored by how well he performed that last
Yes.
time. I am floored.
Like I was like, shit.
Connell is really keen to get Keegan out. So we're gonna have some conversations with some other people.
Right. I gotta peace out because I gotta go to the washroom before.
Okay.
But good chat.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks, Connell.
So fucking excited. You're going down. I love the look of fear, surprise, and hurt on your face. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so fucking great.
Individual music? See if it can fit over your head. If not, you might have to do it up as a necklace.
Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. You earned it. That was an incredible effort.
My arms are really jello-y. There was a bug crawling up my leg during that, and it was just like going up my knee. Oh, a lot of distractions. But I guess now it's kind of trying to find people, build alliances, and see what's coming next.
I'm Kayla. I don't think we've actually talked at all before. I'm so sorry about that.
That's a dope shirt.
Thank you. Cowboy Bebop,
Yeah.
man. I can love it. I'm a big anime person.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
How are you feeling now that you're back and kind of with some other brain members and
Oh,
everything
I'm
that
not with
happened?
the brain.
Oh, you're not with the brains. Okay.
They bamboozled me. They all lied to me first round.
Oh, what a bunch of
I'm
fuckers.
anti-brain.
Anti-brain. Okay.
It's ABH, anti-brain now.
I think just now that I have the immunity idol, maybe I can be a little more tricksy with how I'm talking to other people that are on teams. I already have a couple alliances going, so maybe it's just kind of meshing out fine details and seeing where those alliances really lie.
Low key. Well, this is not exactly what happened to me the first time, but pretty much.
Oh.
My goal is find an idol. I don't really care what happens.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my god, I love that. All right,
Well,
fair,
it
yeah.
just seems it's like too. Now it's like, oh, you're safe. It's like, so that's happened last time. So
Feels like everyone has so much to say and then you don't really know where it's
exactly.
going.
I think I'm gonna be the third vote. So that's why I gotta find an idol, because I feel like this could be another way to backdoor me out this time.
Brilliant. Well, it was nice talking to you.
Nice talking.
Have
Nice
a good one.
talking. If I don't find an idol, I'm gonna put a rock in my inside jacket pocket, so people will think I have an idol. I'll pull my lone fake out. Decoy idols. I got an even better idea.
I think Craig is fine.
Craig is okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
It keeps around a lot of the people I want to keep around. It's less so I want to get this person out,
Yeah.
and more I want to keep these people in.
Right.
That's fair.
So I'd be okay
Yeah.
with a lot of other names too.
I think Craig was a low threat that is going to quickly become a significant threat.
Which is it's probably a good time to take him out now then, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't help but notice that Kristen isn't over here with you, chatting with us.
She is talking with Eric. We talked right before. Like I talked with Eric, and then I talked with Kristen.
Okay.
And she's dealing with that side, and I wanted to deal with this side.
Okay.
Just had a good conversation with Connell and Keegan. Keegan is definitely more honest with where we stand within his conversations. He mentioned that I've been a significant threat, which is actually super flattering. I need to play the game a little bit harder. And I don't quite know how to do that. Let's see how this vote goes.
Oh, gotcha.
I still haven't found Bomi, and I want to talk to him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, where is he?
We're fucked.
He's
That's like the
yeah.
three of us, or the three of us. I want to see how his pull is.
He's
but-
not even talking with anybody. He's just off in the forest looking for idols, I think.
Tactical camping vest, bitch.
What I hear, everyone is still going for Katie. I've been trying to feed it to Taylor, Kirsten, and Katie that they should vote Connell.
Yeah, so I was trying to get that to happen. I don't know if we've got enough votes.
No, especially with the fact that Taylor was just in the big powwow with everyone else, so he might get confused and want to go vote
Yeah,
Katie.
so Taylor and I were chatting a little bit before, and we were chatting with Katie.
Uh-huh.
My hope, I was trying to get everybody to vote for Katie.
Yeah.
Katie votes for Connell.
Yes.
And she's got the idol, then Connell's gone.
Yes.
However, she just told me that she doesn't have one. I don't know if I want to believe her.
Yep. If she doesn't, then she goes. If she does, then Connell goes.
Yeah. So
But everyone's voting Kirsten.
So
So
3
maybe
people
not.
are voting Kristen.
Yes.
5 people are voting
Connell. Or no, Katie.
And then, so that way it should work out that Kristen would be the one to go.
Yep.
Which would be shitty.
Yep.
But I think it needs to happen. So
Yeah, and then we can't really guarantee like what they're gonna vote for. I've been trying to get them to go Connell, so worst case scenario, they go Connell.
we need to get rid of Connell.
We do now.
Yeah.
He's way too enthusiastic. He has way too much sway just based on his charismatic personality.
Yep.
That man rolls a nat 20 every fucking time.
Exactly.
Right now, like you could tell from the way they voted in tribal council that Brains was trying to stay together.
Okay.
Right? And the only reason Willow, part of the Brains, got voted out was because of immunity idols. They gave us that information.
Okay.
Right? So
the Brains are sticking together.
Oh, that's a lot of fucking ants on me. Holy. Oh my god.
Oh fuck yeah, that was a whole ant hill.
Yeah.
Still think it's Brains versus Bronze, and the belligerents are just gonna be pushed aside.
And so I can just sneak by for a little bit, and then clearly I can do some challenges and hopefully win some immunity.
Here's the deal. I get it. At this point of the game, we have to have big picture ideas, right? You're kind of in a weird position where you vote out brains, the bronze are dominating. You vote out bronze, the brains are dominating, right? But I also understand that eventually the bronze tribe has to eat itself.
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, if we can get a scenario in which we take out the brains first, and then you, Kayla, me, and Eric or something team up.
That's what I was thinking last night. I was like, I thought the four of us would be a perfect final four.
Yeah.
I think we all bring the same amount of stuff to the table.
Yes.
We're both chill and everything. So I think that's my plan. I'm totally down for that. I'm more scared of Connell. But I really do trust Gervin and Eric. So I think like I want to stick with bronze. And I think I'm smart enough, but not necessarily smart enough against some of the brains in some of these challenges. So I would like to kind of stick with the bronze. As scary as that is. Because right now it's technically like 5-5 and then 2. So
yes.
Like, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like Kayla and I are gonna kind of get forgotten about. Although that didn't help that we just did very well.
Taylor, so there's 4 left on the brains. They're probably going to vote together, I think, the 4 of them.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think they
so
would be
we need
willing
to
to
vote.
Katie.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Oh wait, was she a brain?
She was a brain.
Yeah. But I know that they think she's a threat.
brains won't turn on each other.
So, yeah.
I have apparently a few enemies from Edge. But now we have merged and we need to figure things out. I have talked to Sydney, Bomi. Bomi is very set on getting Keegan out. Should I tell Keegan and Kristen?
I wouldn't say much. Yes, if they ask. Otherwise, okay, I'm gonna.
Yes.
Go. You can take this anyway.
No, I'm just thinking here.
You guys go for a walk? Oh,
You come too.
I was like, is this an invite? Should I
Yeah,
walk?
absolutely. Because I actually just.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to touch base. I know, obviously, I know that my swap tribe is, you know, it doesn't have the numbers right now. And obviously, like, I worked well with the group that was there and whatever, but that doesn't mean that that's what I'm doing. So, just wanted to touch base.
I'm willing to work with whoever. Like, the way I kind of felt going into this merge was that, like, and I know, like, Bowman's coming back, and I don't know if he's, like...
Oh, he hates all of us.
But I'm, like, there's part of me that's, like, I feel like Kayla and I are kind of going to just, like, be on the sidelines as...
The other two battle.
So, I mean, I'm willing to work with whoever.
I think for me, like... I don't want to serve my boys up on a platter, but if there's anything you can do to keep my name off the table, then we can chat some more.
I can definitely keep you.
And
honestly, and I knew this was going to happen going into the merge anyways. I think no matter what, I think everybody knows Keegan and Connell are like the two that are...
Yeah, like, but they're also good shields, so you don't want them to go right away.
No.
But yeah, I know. So I'm like, that's why I'm nervous. It might rest on me. We have merged and not in a good spot. Our swap tribe was down to 4 members against 7 on the other tribe. And I don't know a lot of these people.
What have you been told?
I honestly haven't talked to too many people yet. I talked to Kaden a little, and he said he hasn't obviously been given a lot. They're in like a big group over there, and I was like hoping to chat with a few people or something, just so I could, you know, just like I don't know a lot of these people, so I'm like, yes, I haven't been told much.
Bomi doesn't trust you at all.
Oh, I believe it.
Bomi is like warning everyone.
We all lied to him. Well, yeah, I was like, it's not just me. Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
we all lied to him,
I
so
know.
I get it.
You guys are in a really tough spot, you and Craig, because you help vote out the brains, the bronze are the majority, right? You help vote out the bronze, the fucking brains are the majority, right? And I understand that eventually the bronze are gonna have to turn on each other, right?
Yeah,
So
it has to happen.
It has to happen. So my strategy going forward is to pick off some of the brains, and then you, Eric, you, Craig, start moving all the rest of the bronze. Because do I want to run in the top 4 with Colin as a physical threat? No, I don't. No, he's going to kill it. So, yeah, Chelsea, we were just talking about.
So here's what I just talked to Brian and to Sydney. So they're gonna probably, the brains will probably vote together. That'll be 4 votes.
Yeah.
So we should probably vote 5 and then maybe a backup of 3 just in case.
Well, yeah, if there's an idol, I mean, all the idols are played because that means there's idols out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it less as tribes now. I think
it
that might
should
not
be.
be the way to go.
It should be less as tribes.
And more as like individuals.
And coming up with the right target that people can agree on.
I know that the 3 main targets are Connell, Keegan, and Kat in the long game.
I mean, I'll go with whatever the group. If we go 3, it's meaningless because we need to get to 4. So we need to go 5-4-4 and force a tiebreaker.
Right. We don't have 5-4-4.
Which is why we shouldn't split it.
So you think but then if somebody plays an idol, Keegan plays an idol, and his vote is who?
It's very possible that even if we split 5-3, we still.
That's a very big probability that he can have more than one idol, so he has an idol to pick.
But they will, yeah, I don't think I need to tell you that because I won't say that you might not vote for her because she's great.
I wanted her to vote on her OG tribe. She would have been my next target, and I would have had trouble doing it because everyone likes her.
So I'm voting Kat. I'm voting for Kat.
Okay.
And I believe that Brown is maybe going to split the vote in some way to be strategic, but I think that Kat is the main target. Connell wants Kat. Literally, Connell came up to me last night, and he was like, we almost threw the game yesterday
to get her out.
Okay. So she's number 1 target.
So do we vote out? So the other option. So here's the other thing. I know Keegan's a problem, and I 100% I've been saying that from the get-go. If we chop out one of his legs, like a Taylor or a Kristen, I would say.
I don't think Taylor or Kirsten would be as much of cutting out a leg.
Okay, sorry, the page show. Yeah.
So Sydney wants to vote Katie. She's like kind of like pals with Keegan in a way, but she's still like on board with us. So we basically have 8 votes and then they have the 4. So it's everybody hopefully voting together.
I feel like it's okay.
And I get if you can't keep me totally in the loop, but whatever you can, I appreciate.
No, that was the loop, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that I mean.
Yeah, that's the thing. They could be.
Anymore.
Yeah.
I don't trust Connell.
Yeah.
But I don't know because yesterday when he came up to me, he told me everything. He just like, I was like, what is this strategy?
And I've also talked to kind of my original group except for Connell. Connell apparently threw out Craig's names. I have to figure that out. But as far as I know, after talking to Eric, we are going to probably split the votes 4 and 4 for Keegan and for Katie.
So our only worry, are we 100% sure instead?
I think so.
Did she get turned?
I don't think so. She's.
I feel like we can still trust her. They were fucking going after her over there.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's like it's just pure chance. She's
the
still
only
here.
flaw with this plan is that we're spreading our fucking.
I know. She didn't want to vote Keegan. That was the only thing she didn't.
We can't send 5 Keegan.
But she doesn't know Katie.
Okay, fair enough.
Right, and so I was like, and she was like, okay, I'll vote Katie. Like she felt good about that.
That's fair.
So I was like, okay, so she's gonna vote that way. So I think we can trust her.
So now it looks like we're gonna do a 3-way vote split, which is a little bit nerve-wracking. It's a little bit of overthinking, but I do think it's the wisest because Keegan and Katie are both huge threats. And I don't know who they're gonna vote for, the brains. It could be me, it could be Connell, it could be Chelsea, who knows? I assume it could easily be me. Anyways, so there's 3 people sitting there. If nobody plays idols, it'll go to a revote. They have no power.
So Kristen was saying she's gonna go for Keegan.
She's gonna vote for Kat.
Or Kat.
But she knows.
when I'm good. I'll wait.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're good, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't want to intrude on conversations. Like, you have to stop talking.
You must stop. What's going on? I haven't talked to you in this entire game.
Good to meet you.
Good
I'm
to meet
Keegan.
you. Literally the entire game.
You don't know each other.
No, we know each other.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we do know each other.
We played like
I was like,
tactics a few times before.
Yeah.
Alright.
What's going on, dude?
What have you heard?
It seems like there's like a small like threats don't want to eliminate threats yet. That's what I'm seeming to see. Now that could be just because they're talking to me.
Okay.
If you've
Who's
been
telling
hearing,
you that?
Eric and Connell.
Okay.
Threats. Connell sees himself as a threat.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, fair enough. I mean, he was holding a shit ton of water. So was Aaron.
What have you been hearing? Because it seemed like that was like a new topic.
Well, I'll tell you this for free. Bomey wants your head on a fucking
Bomey is out for blood.
Okay.
Why does he want me?
He's gonna vote you.
I don't understand why he's voting me. I literally went to him. I had a one-on-one conversation with him. He said Willow. I leave. The vote's already on him.
Keegan, it's not rational. The man is like, he's seeing red and he wants blood.
Yeah.
He literally came up to the group and he was like, I'm voting Keegan, and then he ran into the forest to look for an idol.
Like me personally, I haven't heard much, but I'm feeling super my cat because like just spending time with her in this split, I was like, holy fucking she's incredible. Like so it's not only that she's brave, she's also a problem.
Yeah.
Like, so that's like one issue that I see, and that's probably where my vote's gonna go.
Okay.
But that's
that seems to be where the vote's going.
Okay. For me,
the name I've heard from Connell was Craig.
Okay.
Which seems like a fake name to some degree.
What? Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, Katie was probably my number one in the game. I'm okay. I would prefer not voting her.
Okay.
Because the reason for that is not just because I don't want to vote for her.
Yeah.
But it's because you guys telling me this means that like it could be like a thing of like a problem if you told me that and like, I tell people then.
Well, obviously, yeah.
So I'll just vote Craig and be clueless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that way, like, I still very much want to work with both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna feed you a bullshit name, right? Like, because like, I tell you, Craig, like, are you really gonna believe it? Like, no. Like, I'm serious. Like, Katie for me is a problem.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody's giving me like, yeah, names. Nobody's giving me a fucking name.
I don't know. Honestly, I really do feel like there's a part of me that Kayla and I can just sit back for a moment. Well, I think it's like you two just compete with the brain first.
I think that's right. I'm down. Yes. Okay. I want to talk to you because I want to explain what the fuck happened during that vote.
Okay.
So, I go and talk to you in the woods.
Yes.
We have a one-on-one.
Yes.
It seems to be Willow from that conversation.
Okay.
Right? I go up, I go and talk to Katie and Taylor. They have already landed on your name.
Huh. Okay.
And
so
that
you betrayed me.
Okay.
You told me I could have taken my shot in the dark.
That's the problem.
Everybody told Sydney.
That's the problem. I didn't want to use the shot in the dark so early because I didn't want to shake it up because it's important.
That's your problem, not Hookie. Like, that's my problem if I used it so early.
Well, okay, they were already talking about not telling you for the shot in the dark. I can't rock the boat that much in the first tribal council, man. I'm really sorry.
I'm hurt.
Okay.
I feel betrayed.
I am very sorry. I am very sorry about it.
Why would you do this? Imagine if Judas came back. I had to pay rent. I'm sorry, bro. I needed the cash.
Okay. Here's what I'll say. I completely understand if you are completely against me, Katie, Taylor, Kristen for like the rest of the game. I completely understand that.
That's fair.
I hope for your game, because I want you to do well, that does not blind you to the rest of the game.
That's fair. That's a good point. I just learned early on. Catch up to anyone. Yeah, no, you can. Anyone.
Especially with the shot in the dark.
Exactly. No beef.
Okay.
I'm just slightly salty.
Okay.
But not full beef. Not full beef.
Half beef.
Now that I'm back.
It's like a lamb beef mix.
Exactly.
Have you heard a name?
No.
Okay.
I'm hearing like brains versus bronze is really what I'm hearing.
Okay.
So I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Oh, I will.
Welcome everybody to Tribal Council's first challenge of day 2, done and dusted. Kayla, an individual unit. Kayla, how does that feel?
It feels pretty good. Pretty cozy. It's
I got to sit back. I got to kind of take it easy, not stress about necessarily everything that was coming up, but it gives you a lot more time to think about it rather than scramble.
How did it change the way that people broached conversations with you after the challenge? Were people even remotely engaged in what you had going on, or did they just leave you be?
No, like I had conversations with everybody a little bit, well, like mostly everybody. But like it didn't really change the way I had conversations with people. It didn't change the nature of the conversations at all either. So,
Bomi, you're back.
Yeah.
Probably with a very familiar track, but with a hint of vengeance, from what I've heard. What is it like coming back for the individual portion of this game? And how, in your perspective, are things shaking out?
Well, I think I've learned from last time you can't trust everything you hear. So, as you said, you're back on an individual basis, so you got to look out for an individual.
And which individual is that?
You.
Ooh, okay. I'm looking out for you, Tom. Well, I'm not voting for you.
I've heard your name a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People are not impressed with what I'm doing. Again, it's unanimous. Yeah. Keegan.
Yeah.
You were previously on a tribe that found yourselves here for the better part of the day yesterday.
Yep.
Was this a boon, shaking it up, adding people to the ranks, or was this an
immeasurable challenge trying to bring people into the fold?
It's a double-edged sword. We have some amount of experience dealing with tribal council, especially endurance tribal councils that come one after another, after another, after another. But at the same time, if you're just looking at swap tribe numbers, it's 7-4. They could very easily say, hey, we got a good 7 here. It worked well. We won all those challenges. Let's just pick off the cows of cattle one by one by one by one.
And do you think that's happening?
I don't know. People are saying one thing, but they could mean an entirely different thing.
So are you taking a page from Bomi's book and just not trusting anything a word of people say?
No. You have to trust people sometimes. You have to pick the people you trust. And sometimes those people are going to do you wrong. But that's the only way to move forward. It's not just about the lies, it's also about trust.
Chelsea, do you feel like that's the case? Especially now in the individual portion, that now more than ever, you have to balance who you're lying to and who you're trusting and how you are leveraging those relationships for your ultimate gain?
Yeah, to a degree. I mean, I think you have to always kind of buffer what you're saying. But typically I'm sure that everybody has kind of a core, even if that's just one other person that they really do have their trust in. So yeah, going forward, it's just managing that, really who you're talking to and what you're saying.
Connell, did you see a lot of people very carefully managing who people were talking to, or was it more of a mad dash to see and get as much information as physically possible before you sat down here?
I was mainly just pooping, so I don't know, maybe, probably. I don't know, it looked like everybody was chatting, so I hope everybody was having some pretty good chats.
Katie? I'm worried about asking people questions now, interrupting their bathroom experiences.
I had no bathroom experience.
Wonderful.
Excellent. I mean, the benefit of the merge was I got to talk to people I haven't been able to talk to, right? And I think that was just kind of hearing how these tribal councils went was really interesting. And I've heard like little bits and pieces here and there. But it was, you said mad dash, I think like the mad dash, watching people kind of run from camp to camp, kind of seeing who was talking was really, really interesting. And this will be a really interesting tribal council. I'm not sure everyone 100% knows what's gonna happen. So Tom, I think you'll be a little shaken.
Maybe.
Maybe.
A little bit of foreshadowing
Yeah.
there.
Yikes.
Kristen, you've sat through numerous exciting tribal councils at this point. Are you at all excited or worried that this one might actually shake out the exact same way?
Yeah, I mean, I'm nervous, just because I haven't met a lot of the people on the other swap tribes, so it was very little time to both like get to know people and figure out what's going on with the vote. And yeah, I just don't know which pieces of information I got that were right and which ones were who knows what, or if people just have different plans in motion that
that I'm not really privy to. So we'll see how it shakes out.
Eric, you, I believe, are one of the few people here that this is only your second tribal council in the entire game. How does it look from your perspective, operating from a position of somewhat safety, just in numbers?
Numbers on paper aren't always what the numbers are, and there's no reason to ever feel comfortable with how things have gone so far, because that's in the rearview mirror anyways. So what's in front of us now, it all depends on who you trust, who you're talking to, and if everybody can kind of go with a plan. And it's just a matter of sticking to that and seeing how it goes. But there's no sense of comfort here, Tom, trust me.
Yeah, I can tell. And just from what you're saying, that strong 7 that people have been alluding to, even myself, might not be that strong. Did people just break away in an expected fashion for you, or did you see cracks in places that you didn't expect?
I mean, I expect people to talk with other people. There were pre-existing relationships from the beginning tribe that I knew people were going to go back and talk. Some pre-existing relationships just in general. I knew people were going to talk. You got to trust your in-game relationships that you've made, and I'm going to do that. And if it means it's getting snuffed, then do game.
Sydney, you were very much so on the crosshairs the last few tribal councils.
I feel like I'm home.
Yeah? I see you're lounging. Your whole demeanor has shifted in this individual portion of the game.
Yeah.
People have been concerned. They're speaking like they haven't really found their footing yet. But you're looking like the world is your oyster.
Well, I wouldn't go that. I wouldn't go that far. I feel like I'm actually in a pretty risky position because it still feels like the same game I was playing yesterday, maybe a little bit. Because you're sort of you're on the outs with every sort of group that you've made still. Kind of, a little bit.
Craig, is that a similar position where you find yourself, or are you arriving to this knowing with a little bit more certainty where the cards are going to fall? Are you feeling more prepared for this situation?
Normally I host things, so this is really shitty being on this side, where I have no idea what's happening. I really don't know what's gonna... I chatted with most people today, and I'm like, oh, I really have no idea what's gonna be happening. So I'm really very intrigued to see how this goes.
Well, we're about to find out. Very exciting. First vote of the merge. Taylor, go ahead and cast it.
Make this into a very short confessional. I don't know what's happening. I think it might be 444 on Craig, Keegan, and Katie, maybe? One person told me to vote Craig. One person told me to vote Katie. Someone else told me they were voting Keegan. I'm doing Craig, and I'm gonna see how this comes out. I told Keegan that I think it might be 444, and he might think about playing his shot in darts. Communicated at tribal. So, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, this is wild. But we kind of have to be smart. We have to be strategic.
I'm gonna get you to hold this. I'm just gonna chill for a bit.
You are not allowed to vote for yourself.
No.
I love this. I love this. There we go. I love blindsiding people. It's just so much fucking fun.
I almost forgot who I was voting.
There's a lot of people talking a lot of different ways. I think it's better to get the most dangerous person out of the way first.
All right, I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity item, now get the time to play it.
Can we get some lightning sound in there?
We already used up all of them.
They reset.
All right, I will tally the votes. First vote, Katie.
What does it say on the bottom, please?
Best wishes, Thomas.
That one wasn't mine.
Second vote, Keegan. One vote Katie, one vote Keegan. Third vote, Keegan. That is 2 votes Keegan, 1 vote Katie. Fourth vote, Katie. That is 2 votes Katie, 2 votes Keegan. Fifth vote, Katie.
That one's mine.
3 votes Katie, 2 votes Keegan. From Connell, with love. Sixth vote, Keegan. That is 3 votes Keegan, 3 votes Katie. Seventh vote, Katie. That is 4 votes Katie, 3 votes Keegan. Eighth vote, Craig. That is 4 votes Katie, 3 votes Keegan, 1 vote Craig. Ninth vote, Craig. That is 2 votes Craig, 4 votes Katie, 3 votes Keegan. 10th vote, Keegan. That is 4 votes Keegan, 4 votes Katie, 2 votes Craig. 11th vote, Keegan. That is 5 votes Keegan, 4 votes Katie, 2 votes Craig. Final vote, Keegan.
Hope you're all proud of yourselves.
I'm
you know who I'm
stoked
talking to when I'm looking at you.
What did you say? Tribe spoken. What did you say? Go ahead
First
and join
one
the
voted
edge.
out, last phase made it back. I'm watching you.
All right. Congratulations to the rest of you. Grab all your gear, head back to camp. We've got next challenge coming up shortly.
I was playing to win, not playing not to lose. And I think it was still the best choice going in there. I realistically think the choices that were made up into this merge were the sort of death knell or the nails in my coffin. I knew this going in, and it was hard.
Next time on For 3 seasons, Canadians descended on Wiperous to duke it out in hopes of earning the title of sole survivor. So this morning I woke up ready to go hard, play in the woods. For our 4th season, we're inviting back the titans of the game to battle it out for supremacy.
Right before tribal, I found the other half. I'm gonna play this for myself.
Top of the morning, stay dead.
Some firing competitive, looking for redemption.
I'm coming back for revenge.
Some cold, cunning, and carefully pulling strings with ice in their veins.
Lying to everybody, like just absolutely playing both sides, and I'm really having fun. Like I'm so enjoying it.
In Survivor Calgary All-Stars, Fire and Ice.